Hello, my name is Quin. Today I'm going to be reading an excerpt from the book 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Now, this book was written by Jules Verne, who is known to be one of the greatest authors of action and adventure books of all time. And what's actually interesting, if you believe it or not, there is some legend to the idea that what he wrote was actually based partly on fact. So I find that pretty interesting. The excerpt that I will be reading comes from the book 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And I'll begin. The captain decided to take more direct means. "Aha!" said he. "That animal goes quicker than the Abraham Lincoln. Very well, we will see whether it can escape these conical bullets. Send your men to the forecastle, sir." The forecastle gun was immediately loaded and slewed around, but the shot passed some feet above the cetacean, which was half a mile off. "Another more to the right," cried the commander, "and $5 to whoever will hit that infernal beast." An old gunner with a gray beard, whom I can see now, with steady eye and grave face, went up to the gun and took long aim. A loud report was heard, with which were mingled the cheers of the crew. The bullet did its work. It hit, and sliding off the rounded surface, was lost in 2 miles depth of sea. The chase began again. The captain, leaning towards me, said, "I will pursue that beast till my frigate blows up." And I answered, "Yes, and you will be quite right to do so." I wish that the beast would exhaust itself and not be insensible like a steam engine, but it was of no use. Hours passed without showing any signs of exhaustion. However, it must be said in praise of the Abraham Lincoln that she struggled on too, indefatigably. I cannot reckon the distance she made under 300 miles that day, November 6th. But night came on and overshadowed the rough ocean. Now I thought our expedition was at an end, and that we should never again see this extraordinary animal. But I was mistaken. So that's the end of the excerpt that I'm going to be reading. But I hope this has piqued your interest in not only this book, but also in Jules Verne. Jules Verne, he wrote several books about action and adventure. Just to name a few, he wrote 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, which I have read many times. But he also wrote a few more. There's one about journeying through the center of the earth, and then also journeying to the moon. And he was way ahead of his time. So I hope this has piqued your interest, and I highly recommend 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.